Concept number five, sorry. Concept number five is sustainability or Shizuke. This is why there is a relationship between Kaizen and 5S because they relate each other. So standardize, after standardize, you have to make the standard is working uh, optimally, working appropriately. So that's what we call the integration concept of 5S and also Kaizen. So I have already explained about the concept of Kaizen and also 5S, and then uh, hopefully after understanding concept of 5S and also Kaizen, you are able to improve your company capacity, your company's production, your company's profitability. How to do this? You have to do the first thing. The first thing that you have to do, you have to consistent to implement this activity. If you are not consistent to implement this, it's not going to be happen. Okay, the first thing that you have to do as a leader, you have to provide an example to do the concept um, do precisely. If you're not doing precisely, you will not able to achieve your goals. Okay, I think this is all information that I can provide to you regarding about Kaizen concept. We will discuss it later. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this occasion, I would like to discuss about the concept of Kaizen. The concept of Kaizen normally is used by the company in in order to improve their efficiency, in order to improve their productivity. So the concept of Kaizen is it was started from the Japanese concept. It's called by Kai. Is the meaning of Kai is change, and also Zen is good. In in conclusion, or in one word, we can say that Kaizen is a concept of continuous improvement. So why continuous improvement is important for us as a company? Because everything should be improved for every day. So if let's say for example your company was already good, you have to improve become great. If your company already great, it means that you have to improve your company become an excellent. it should be working like this every time. So do not ever satisfy with your current performance. Why? Because the most important thing that you cannot change is the improvement. So everything should be improved. It's not only for the company, let's say the company who producing a product, not only for the company who produce something, but it's also for the company who are doing their business as a service company. The improvement is also can be used for the company to improve the employee. So the Kaizen concept is basically what you call by the concept to improve your company. Your company can be improved if you can make a measurement. How to measure the performance. We have to create what we call by key performance indicator. So the indicator, let's say for example, for you as a student, what is your key performance indicator if you want to graduate as what we call as the excellent student, or we can call you as a cum laude student? What is the KPI? The KPI, your GPA minimum is 3.5, and then you have to finish your study maximum for second semester. So, like if you can see in my slide, Kaizen major component is maintenance. So we have to do maintenance, and then we have why we are doing maintenance, because we have to improve our capacity. Once again, I would like to see once again I would like to explain that maintenance is not only for the machine. Maintenance also can be used for employee. How to do maintenance for employee? We are we are doing training for our employee. We are doing uh, coaching to our employee. And then what Kaizen can do at the moment. First, if you want to do maintenance, if you want to do the improvement, what you have to define it first. First, you have to find out root cause of problem solving and solutions. So, and then you have to find out what is the problem for the employee. For example, if you so that's why you have to make the productivity for the employee. Normally, the employee only working for 8 hours, and then the productivity they only able to produce around 100 products. It means the ratio is only uh, 100 products for 8 hours, and then you have to see their optimum capacity. You have to see the optimum capacity. After you check the optimum capacity, you find out that each employee are able to produce 150 products in 8 hours. It means there is some inefficiency here. You have to find out what is the inefficiency here. The inefficiency there are, for example, this is the example. The example is one of the inefficiencies is your employee the working period for the employee. During the working period of the employee, there are a lot of break for them. Let's say, for example, every one hour they are break for 15 minutes. Another 1 hour, they break for 15 minutes. It means they have a lot of break in their production capacity in their production period. You have to make some adjustment for your employee. For example, they are only allowed to do what we call a break only for one time for 8 hours. So because you are already doing this efficiency, this is the root cause problem. So what is the root cause problem for the situation? Why employee doing 1 hour and then 1 hour working, 15 minutes break? Because there is no regulation for from our company, for example. So this is the main problem, or this is the main problem or root cause problem. So what you have to do, the first time you have to do, if you have to make uh, the rules, the regulation. You have to make rules or regulation. You make the regulation, find the rules, and then there it should be there's a reward and punishment as well. If you're doing this, you will get this. Once the rules and regulation already implemented, and then you are able to improve your employee. It means so this is the root cause problem. So the root cause problem for inefficiency in this case is there is no regulation. There is no regulation from the company. So and then what Kaizen can do, Kaizen also able to improve the quality of services. Why really improve the quality of service? It's related for the first activity, me, measuring what we call as root cause problem solving. After we make some improvement for our production efficiency, it means we are able to improve the service quality for our employee. The third one is what can Kaizen? They are able to strengthen the teamwork. Why? Because there is a guidance. If we, I just want to continue my first example about the regulation, how the efficiency, the efficiency for them to do some production activity, they have to make some. Uh, let's say if they are working in some certain period, and then ask them to make some collaboration with some other employee, it will be able to strengthen the teamwork. For example, when you make a KPI, one of the KPI is if you want to make some decision, to you have to discuss with other employee from other departments. In this situation, you are enforced them to make some discussion with the others, and then it will strengthen your teamwork. So the best thing, what I can say here, the best thing for the law enforcement is not only reward and punishment. Okay, we can create a system. So who can do the system? Who will do the system? It's the people still a human who are doing the system. So how to start all of the team? How to start all of the team to do the regulation? What do you have to do first? First thing that you have to do as a leader, you have to do it first. So you give the example as a leader. If you make a regulation that after 4 hours you get 15 minutes break, you give them example. So other people will see you. Other people will consider that you are consistent with your regulation. So once you are consistent with your regulation, it means you give them the good example. Good, the excellent example are able to trigger employee to copy everything that you do. But if you are not able to give the excellent example, everyone also will copy. So the best thing to do to strengthen the teamwork is start from you as a leader. Start from us as a leader. If you are a leader, give the example to your team member that you are already doing the best that you can do based on the regulations. So do not violate the regulations. Okay. This is the third one. Kaizen. Kaizen will Kaizen will tell you the process of doing the efficiency or improvement. The, the process of Kaizen is something like this. First, there are six process during the Kaizen. First, you have to identify a problem or opportunity. Like I have mentioned earlier, what is the problem? What is the opportunity? Actually, opportunity, oh sorry, problem is we can see problem not as a problem. We can see, we have to see problem as an opportunity, because after the problem there is an opportunity. After the problem we can improve our capacity. After the problem we can improve our profitability. Okay. So identify the problem, find out the root cause problem. What is uh, the main reason from the problem? Why this problem happening? So after you find it, and then you should analyze the process. The second one, analyze the process. What process? The process of production, the process of recruitment, the process of delivery, the process of promotion, and so on. Every process in your company, you have to check whether the process is already correct or not. Once you are once you are measure the process, once you are analyze the process, there is something missing in the process. You have to redefine your process. You have to reintegrate the process. So check the process first. And then after you check the process, you have to develop an optimal solution. Like I have mentioned, probably I already mentioned this example earlier, but this is a very good example. Let's say you as a leader, you get the report from your team. They said that, Pak, sir, ma'am, miss, I cannot sell our product in this area. You only say like that to your boss. And then without any explanation, to your leader. And then your leader doesn't understand why the product cannot accept it in certain area. Or probably you can say like this, uh sir, Pak, Bu, Miss, Mrs, I cannot sell this product into this area because our price is too expensive. So your leader will only understand the price is very expensive, but he or she doesn't know why the price is expensive. They will only because you did not explain the reason. You did not explain the reason, and then your because after in the next day, your leader they will jump directly to the market, and he or she will check to the market whether the product cannot accept it, whether the product is able to accept it or not in the market. And then he or she as a leader will ask to the market. And then finally he found out the reason, the main reason. So the price is expensive. Why? Because you are delivering the product, in a big quantity. When you are delivering the product in a big quantity, it means the price will be increased. Why the price will be increased? Because the the product, because let's say for example your capacity is 200 product, and then you are sending the capacity for the customer is 200, and then you are sending 1000. It means there will be an extra cost for storage for the other 800, because the capacity for your customer storage is only 200. And at the end, Your customer will increase the price. Will increase the price because why? They have to cover the storage. They have to cover the extra cost for their employee to keep the storage, to keep the product. This is the main reason. So the main reason why our price is expensive compared to the competitor is not because of our product is good and bad, but it's because of the process of delivery. Something not relate with actually, if you not relate, if you not saying to your leader, to your manager or to your superior, they will not understand. So they will not able to make some justification. So then after they make some investigation directly to the market, they can find the real problem. And then when after they found the real problem, they will they will send the product in small quantity. Okay, this is the third one. This is what we call as how to develop the optimal solution. And then the leader will make the regulation. You have to deliver the product in small quantity. Once they make some this regulation, you have to come up to the the fourth activities. You have to implement this regulation. You have to implement this regulation. You have to implement the regulation on based on based on the KPI that already created by the leader. After you implement your regulation, you have to check. You have to check whether the the result is acceptable or not. You have to check. You have to check the result whether the result is acceptable or not. If the result acceptable, you can continue. You can to continue the process again. You have to continue the process. But if the result is not acceptable, you have to redefine again the process. You have to come back to stage number two. You have to come back to stage number two, create a new process, create the activities, and then you can start in a step three, four, and so on. But if everything is in a good situation, you have to continue. You have to continue to the step number six, standardize the solution. So this is what we call uh, in the concept of in the concept of if you still remember, is the concept of 5S. The concept is what we call is concept number